see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us. You and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, but not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
All right, so you're still tuned to Love 99.5 FM. Grover Washington there with a song titled Just the Two of Us. It brings the time to some 27 minutes to hit 8 o'clock. Now, finalists of last year's high school debate, that is Prempeh College and of course Kumasi High School, they were promised scholarships to study abroad. All right, so the promise was there for them to go study in the United States of America. So far, debaters from Prempeh College have gotten every required document that would enable them travel out of Ghana to go study abroad. Now, just for your information, that of Kumasi High School is being worked on. I'm told that we're very near completion for them also to get all the necessary documents that would enable them travel out. So when you're a part of the Love FM High School debate, it's not just about the bragging rights or the trophy or the trip to Dubai for a holiday. There are so many other goodies that come along with it. For example, yesterday we were joined by Dr. Ernest Kwakun, who is a gynecologist and currently the board chair for the National Health Insurance, and he came in and said, well, so for this year's competition, the winner of the 2023 edition, he would personally give 2,000 Ghana cedis to, and then the third place school he would give 1,000 Ghana cedis to. Even yesterday he gave some money to the winning school, the debaters from Asanteman, that is Irene and Isabella. So it tells you that if you partake in the Love FM High School debate, the benefits are really enormous. And so that's for your information. Now, this morning, we would like for you to ask questions. For example, if you want to study abroad yourself, or somebody who would like to study abroad, you want to know the mechanics and how to maneuver your way through and get it done properly, we'll be telling you. So, we've got the company, that business, our partner for the Love FM High School debate that enabled these contestants, these debaters to get their documents right, so for them to be able to travel out with us. I'm talking about Zest Consult. So if you're listening to us and you've tried once or twice and you have not been successful to leave the shores of Ghana to go study abroad, well, he's right here. He's going to give you all the necessary information you're looking for. So first of all, what you can do is to send us your questions, all right, to this WhatsApp number 055-1111-995. All right, that's our WhatsApp number, 055-1111-995, and then you get all the necessary information that you require. Again, if you want to do it on behalf of somebody else, you can feel free and ask questions. It's all about traveling out of Ghana to go study. All right, every question you have will be answered for you this morning. We're live on Facebook on LUV 99.5 FM, so you can also decide to join us there and drop your comments and your questions there. Again, if you want to talk about Okes losing to Asanteman yesterday, Charlie, feel free. I've had so many, comments already, so many messages already. Feel free and talk about it. I mean, I know, for example, somebody like Kofi, who is an old student of Asanteman himself, would want to, drop a comment or two about their success. But I've got my very good friend Sheriff with me, and
David.
He is the CEO of Zest Consult, How are you doing?
I'm doing great. The Lord is my shepherd. So
That's for me to use every morning.
exactly.
So leave that for me to use.
I will share it with you today.
And good to see your sister as well. What's her name?
She's Fredaus Esedo Ampim.
Oh, okay, Firdaus.
Yes.
Good to see Firdaus as well. And I'm sad that she's not speaking this morning. Her English is impeccable. Her voice is sweet. And I'm happy that she said she's been yearning to see me. Now you've seen me. I hope you're not disappointed though. Not at all. So
I don't think she is.
before we talk about this package that you've been able to secure for these young guys, and of course they are with us in the studios of Love 99.5 as well. I'm talking about the debaters from last year who represented Prempeh College, Esiama Manuel Ampedu and Sanusi Godfrey Kabiru. They are here. They are excited. I mean, one of them I was speaking to off air a while ago. He is reading law, currently at K University. And I was like, Charlie, if you've gotten law and you're reading at K University, why bother yourself to step out of Ghana? He'll be telling you about what answer he gave me shortly. But generally speaking, have you followed this year's debate?
Honestly, this year I've been quite busy and I've not been able to follow it. Yes, but I'm sponsoring it.
I know you're sponsoring.
Yes, but I'm not following the debate, honestly speaking.
I know you're traveling in and out of Ghana, traveling in and out of Kumasi, doing so many things, so you're busy. But generally speaking, how would you say, what would you have to say about the Love FM High School debate?
Yeah, the Love FM High School debate is a wonderful program. And the last time I was following you on air, you made mention of the fact that a lot of people have now developed interest in the program. And they are actually yearning for the program to go national. And I am really in support of it. I think it's a wonderful initiative of multimedia. And I think a lot of stakeholders, should come on board and help this become a sustainable program. And to also get international acclaim like the NSMQ. Yes, I believe that it's not only about science and maths, it's also about developing the intellect in terms of verbal, mastery. Yes, and debaters, sharpen their intellect. And when you look at the arguments they make, it tells you that every debater is a reader and leaders are readers. And they get exposed to a whole lot of concepts, knowledge, body of knowledge and all that. And I think that is really going to get our youth to stick to reading and learning. We have education, but some people are saying that our education is free of knowledge. Now, it's not just about sitting for WASI and coming out with A's. It's about knowing. And this is a platform for them to show us what they know.
Okay.
And I think it's a great initiative of Love FM.
Okay.
We should get all the
Good to hear that. What about the impact is made or is had on your business as Zest Consult?
Yes. So for Zest, we only got invited to sponsor the program last year. And that was when I got to really know the program and follow the program. And I think my sponsorship got my interest deepened, and it's been positive because it made my company to tour quite a number of high schools in the region, and it has in a way promoted the company, and it has made us to also create a niche for ourselves, and it's helping the company brand to soar. That's what I'll say. A lot of people are now getting to know about the Zest Consult. We've been there for a while, but people didn't really know about us. But now, because of this, they keep hearing about Zest Consult, and Zest Consult is also heard with some level of prestige. Yes, and that is something we really, really appreciate. And multimedia brand is a big brand. Yeah. So Zest associated with multimedia is really giving us some great mileage. And
we're happy
really
that, after last year, you've decided to be a part of this year's contest as well. So far, you've missed big time, but I hope that you make time to continue watching and listening. And even
certainly
the contest that you've already lost or missed, you can go onto Facebook and still watch them. Watch them again.
I think the last time I was following. Not the debate, but following the discussion you and Eugene and Leo Stanley were having in relation to the debaters who are actually, outstanding. And I think you were comparing a student from Amas, which is Onassis, and then the student Irene from Isabella, exactly,
and then the Opon Memorial.
Exactly. And I was proud because I am Amas is my alma mater, honestly.
okay.
Yes, Tiamid,
I
yeah.
see. Listen, he is a man who can help you go study abroad. Any country at all. Even if you want to go to Togo and go and study, he can help you. All right. So you just tell us where you want to go study, ask any question at all, and get the right answers as well.
Certainly.
But so when you made a promise last year, I'm sure that there are some people who would have thought that it was a fluke.
Yeah.
That it wasn't going to happen, it wasn't going to be real.
Yeah.
But as we speak right now, these two young guys have gotten their visas, and in fact, let me put it this way: they've gotten every document necessary for them to leave Ghana to go study abroad.
Yes.
How did you pull it off?
Okay, so I think everything starts with the will, and then with commitment. So initially, I had the will to do this, and I didn't do this alone. I have a team that rallies behind me. And we sat down and we said, let's do this. Because the vision we have at Zest is to make a great impact. Ours is not just to run a business for profit, but we feel that the onus will be on us in the near future. We will be the great leaders of the future. In 10 years from now, in 20 years, there wouldn't be Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, there wouldn't be, despite Mr. Ken and co. We would have to step into authority and then steer the affairs of the country. I don't believe in political leadership, but I think that in every way that we can still make an impact. So we said, no, let's start from where we are. And if at this point we are actually a council that is helping people to study, and these youngsters are displaying academic prowess, why don't we pick them up and then help them realize a dream, and a great dream, and then that will also serve as a motivation for others to take this contest seriously with expectation that, hey, probably they'll repeat this and I also get a chance. For some people, they don't know how to even start it, and some have also tried it once but they got disappointed along the journey. We said, no, we know we have that capability, we have that competence, expertise. No, let us use this platform to help these people, and then let the world, let Ghana know that yes, indeed, Zest Council can do it, and we can make it happen.
And indeed, you've done it. And I think they deserve a round of applause, don't they? I mean, they do. And for the names he mentioned, I wouldn't want to repeat them, or should I? I mean, so the Bawumias, the Akufo-Addos, and the Despites. Listen, it's God who will determine whether they'll be around or not. So 20 years.
I'm not saying as in dead.
Okay.
I'm saying that, of course, they would have retired.
Of the retirement plan. I just wanted that clarity.
Exactly.
Some of the people in this region, if you're not careful, they read meanings into things, and then they'll send things across out there. So let's just put that right.
Let's just retire. Yeah.
But what kind of a scholarship are we talking about? Is it full scholarship, half scholarship? What kind of a scholarship are we talking about?
Okay, so to be very honest, our guys came in, let me say, at a late hour because of the time they had to finish school. And when it comes to the scholarship acquisition, we have the early decision and we have the late decision. And I think I've been in the studio explaining that once. So they came in October, and we had to prepare them for them to sit the exam in December. And we were to use their SAS scores for the application for admission and scholarship. Now, the admission application portal was opened in August. So if you apply early, August, September, then you can get your admission somewhere in November, December. Then you can be considered for scholarship early January. And that makes you a part of the early bird. But unfortunately, they came late, so they were part of late decision. At the time, most of the scholarships have already been disbursed. So they could not, although their results were very good, but they could not land the fully funded scholarship. So it was a dire situation. We had to, have talks with them. Okay, now you are not landing fully funded scholarship. Would you want to wait another year so that you could be part of the early decision, scholarship awardees, or we should proceed? And they said, sir, we would like to proceed. There's no time to waste. But we know that there are ways to help them still study without paying a dime. So I think as the conversation proceeds, we'll be talking about.
No. Once you got in there, let's.
Okay,
let's
no
get to
problem.
it.
So
because we heard about scholarship.
Exactly.
And early on this morning, when I was introducing it, the show, I said, okay, they have landed a full scholarship.
Okay.
But again, I was like, let me ask, Sheriff,
for
and find out whether
clarity.
indeed it is a full scholarship or half scholarship or what exactly it is. So,
Yeah.
so what is it that they have right now?
Okay, so now is a partial scholarship.
Okay.
It's a partial scholarship. Now, the thing is, they have the tuition fee and then they have the living expenses put together. So some of them have scholarships that is close to full scholarship for the tuition fee, but not with the living expenses. But there are additional scholarships that they will get upon arrival in the States, and then being able to also display some academic.
So which means their
ability.
performance will determine whether they would have additional scholarships.
Additional scholarships.
What is additional scholarships? What exactly do you mean?
So now they don't have full scholarship. So additional scholarships from the school, merit-based, that will add up to the existing scholarship to make sure the funding is taken care of completely. Yes. For example, my younger brother is in the United States. So when he was leaving, he didn't even get any scholarship from Ghana. But when he arrived, went to community college school, and he did well in his first semester. Second semester, they gave him a scholarship and then refunded the earlier paid fees.
Okay.
So the US is like that.
Okay. So we'll come back to you and you tell
Yeah.
us more about Zest Consult and how you can help other people who are listening to us, because that is what the idea is all about. I mean, we want people to do better with their lives.
Exactly.
So if there are opportunities out there, they can grab. Or there are people who are so intelligent, so knowledgeable, so sharp, but unfortunately they don't have the wherewithal to pay their fees and all that. So whether you can help them get scholarships, we'll be talking about it shortly. But listeners, he's here for you.
Yeah.
So if you have any question for him about studying abroad, feel free. Our WhatsApp number again is 055-1111-995. That's our WhatsApp number. Ask questions about how you can get out of Ghana to go study abroad and come back home to Ghana and help build Ghana and make Ghana a better place. All right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. But Ampedu and Kabiru, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Sir.
And all of a sudden they look, older than, I saw them last year, with a beard on and all that.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
We are doing great.
Let me stick with you, Kabiru. So, when you were debating last year, and we kept announcing that there's going to be a trip to Dubai, all expense paid trip to Dubai, and we've talked about Zest Consult giving an opportunity to the debaters, finalists, to get out of Ghana to go study and all that. What thoughts were running through your mind? Did you believe in any of the things they were saying?
Okay, first of all, before I answer the question, I would first of all want to thank God Almighty for making this happen. I went on an agreement with Him, and He has been able to make this.
Don't promise that you're going to build a cathedral. Somebody went on an agreement and things happen. So okay.
So He has been able to make that possible. So I want to thank Him for that. And I also want to thank our patron Oshigo, Mr. George Owusu.
What's the name again? Oshigo.
That's his nickname.
Okay, thank you very much. Oshigo, huh? Okay.
He made this possible because if he hadn't trusted in us, we wouldn't be here in the first place. He believed in Manuel and I, and that's the main reason why we are here. And also thank Zest Consult, Prempeh College, Zest Consult. There's a particular man, but due to certain things, we will not mention his name.
Where's that man?
Oh, let's keep
Prempeh
it there.
College, Zest Consult.
He's at Zest
He's at Zest. Okay.
Yes, please. He has been the one doing most of the things for us when Mr. Sheriff isn't around. So want to thank him as well, and so also thank Mr. Sheriff as well for such an opportunity, and all the team at Zest Consult, and also to multimedia, especially Love FM, because they made it possible. They gave us a platform.
The way I was waiting for you to meet us, to forget about us, but it's good you've remembered. Yeah,
they made it possible for us to pine our voice there, to all and sundry, to know that indeed Prempeh College, that misconception people have that we can't speak good English, is indeed annihilated. So we want to thank Zest Consult for that.
Love FM, you mean?
Love FM for that. So to that question, back to that question. Sincerely speaking, when we started the competition, Oshigo used to tell us something that we take every contest after every contest. So when it's round of 16, we take round of 16 before we go to quarterfinals. We don't look at the finals. Of course, we have the future ahead. We have it planned and everything. Before we even start with our exhibits, script and everything, Manuel will prepare round of 16 folders, quarterfinals folders, semi-finals and grand finale. All is to prepare us to believe that indeed we will reach there. So we prepare contest after contest. So sincerely, I didn't have Dubai in my head. Sincerely speaking, I didn't have Dubai. That one I'll unequivocally state that I didn't have Dubai in my head. We didn't have Dubai in our head. We wanted to take every hurdle after every hurdle. So when we get to the finals, that's when we think about the Dubai.
Forgive me, my time is very limited.
Okay.
So when we said, okay, people go to Dubai,
Of
did
course.
you believe it?
Of
When we,
course.
said, when we said, okay, so the finalists would help you, get documentation to go study abroad. Did you believe it?
I believed it because the Love FM has done it before. It's not our time. They did it in 2021,
Yeah.
so definitely they were doing it.
I see. Did they add on to your presentation, your submissions, your delivery during the debate? Did you say to yourself, listen, I need this opportunity, either to Dubai or to go study. So listen, let me give it my very best. Did it play any role in your presentation?
Let's say if on a percentage scale, I would say 40%, and the name Prempeh College played 60%, because when you are going to represent Prempeh College, you are going there with your all and all. You understand? So I would say Prempeh College played the majority role, and that played the 40% role.
So Mpedu, as we speak, you have your documents intact, don't you?
Everything.
Everything is intact.
Everything.
How's the feeling like? When are you leaving, by the way?
In August.
You're leaving in
2nd
August?
Yes, 2nd August.
And how's the feeling like?
It's okay. I mean, the excitement is not there as it was at the embassy when they said it that I'll be approving your visa. Yeah. I even broke someone's glasses. I was
You broke somebody's glasses.
Yeah,
How?
yeah,
Tell me about it.
okay, so I was tensed. And I knew
It always happens, especially when you're speaking through the glass. And you're
Oh, you
wondering whether
don't
you can be heard, or you cannot be heard, and then you don't know, and then you say something and they don't respond. You're like, what did I make? Kind of answer one thing.
Yes,
That's
and
what
they
you
were
did.
bouncing people. I remember I was going to one particular consulate and the person was bouncing people, and it was my turn. And then the security man did this, that I should go to that consulate. I was like, no, it's my man fix him in Pablo. And then another person went, then I went to a different consulate, and then she was smiling. I remember I attended in a multimedia recommendation. I was like, oh, you are so smart. I was like, you know multimedia? I said, yes. Like, okay, that's nice. And I was just sending in everything, and it was nice. It was
Did any of them speak to you in Ga or Chi?
no.
You know, sometimes they're funny, yeah? They look at your name and they can tell whether you can speak to you or Ga. They speak to you
I
either
see.
Ga or Chi. They're funny people, those people.
Really,
But how's the feeling like right now, knowing that you're going to study abroad? And this has been made possible through the Love FM High School debate, through Zest Consult. You're going to leave Ghana in August to go study. How's it feeling like?
It's amazing. It's a dream come true, because unlike Sanusi, who didn't have all this in mind, and then he was because of Prempeh College. For me, I had the Dubai in mind. It's like I was 100% motivated. I remember Sanusi said that on my laptop, we take it step by step. So you create round of 16 folder, and then you fill it with exhibits and school. But me, I created at a go round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then grand
Dubai.
final. Everything.
US.
I knew I was winning the contest, and I won. Yeah, so it was. I had it in my mind. Plus Prempeh College, and then all of that.
Are you going to study what? What are you going to study as?
Biomedical engineering on the pre-med track. So you do
Okay.
4 years of biomed and then 4 years of medical.
You become a medical doctor.
Yes.
But currently you are in a university in Ghana.
Yeah, KNUST Law Faculty of Law. Yeah.
You're reading law.
I'm reading law.
At KNUST. What level are you in?
First year.
First year. Why do you want to leave this and go study, in the US?
Well, I'm not saying this to leave an indictment on law faculty though, but it has never been part of my academic plans to be a lawyer. I have to say this. So, truth to be told, I use the law as a cushion, so that if I go and then they tell me, unfortunately, the US has a strict visa policy that you can't get a visa, then I'll rely on the law. And I think it also boosted my confidence, because it wasn't a do or die affair like other people did. Because I knew, okay, if I don't become a doctor, I'll become a lawyer. So just go and shoot your shot. So the law is sort of a cushion, yes. But this is the real dream. I've always wanted to become a medical doctor. Yeah.
So going there and knowing that your dreams are almost going to come through.
Not almost. It's a US. It's actually going to come
You're
true.
going to go to the US. There is up to you to really do.
Yeah.
So almost. I mean, you haven't gotten it. When you're done, we can come back and talk more, and then we give you congratulations and pat you on the back and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how has been the response and the feeling like from home, family, parents, siblings, stuff like that?
My house, Uncle David, I don't have a license, a driver's license, and my parents won't allow me to drive. But from the day I got to I've parked my car just outside. I go everywhere, every single place. They just give me everything. The manager, it's like everyone is
You
like,
have a car
what's
now, you
up?
drive?
Yes.
But before that, you were not driving.
I wasn't driving.
They were not allowing you to drive.
It's like they let me do. I go out. They don't call me. It's like they've just left me to be, and they try to involve me in every single conversation. Now plans that you do this for your sister. It's like they are making me a third parent. I don't know whether you understand. It's like
The responsibilities at home has become too much.
yes, it's like you are part of the family now. After you are not part. They don't involve in any decision making when there's food.
You were not regarded before.
Now I'm called to the hall. I listen to the news with my father. Like everything has suddenly changed. The response at home is serious, and my siblings don't know. I know that they are listening to this, but nobody knows. We are now like officially declaring it. So I don't know that they will beat me today. I don't know, because they were like, why is Oriku receiving all these treatments? And then I remember they went for an online program at LA College, and then they were not allowed to go. Says Oriku could be an anam yes, me could be any munina monkoi. I was like, just because I'll go. Now everybody's going for the online. So it's nice at home.
So when you go out there, you study after 8 years when you become a medical doctor. What's your plan? Do you have intentions to come back home to Ghana?
The original or what I submitted at the embassy, because there are two. There are two of them. So
tell me about the first one. Which one is the first one?
The embassy one, the one I said there. Sure. So the embassy plan is that I'll be returning to Ghana. I plan on working at the 37 military hospital. The hospital is a nice place. The hospital is a very nice place. I want to work there as a medical doctor. Yeah, that's the embassy.
But generally, honestly speaking, will you come back?
Honestly speaking, before God and man, it will take grace.
To come back. Once there's grace, there's hope. So which means that we can follow on grace and get you back.
Oh,
to
yeah,
Ghana.
exactly.
Because let's say through Multimedia's Love FM High School debate, you have got an opportunity to go learn. Come back.
I'll come back.
And help Ghana.
Just kidding.
Kabiru, what are you also going to study?
I'm going to study nursing.
Nursing.
Also on a medicine track. So
Okay.
after nursing, then I'll run my MCAT, then go to grad school, then
I
do
see.
medicine.
Have you been the very day you got your visa? Were you able to sleep, or you pick up your passport, open to the page where the stamp is like, Jesus Christ, is this me?
So I think when I was told congratulations, I'll be approving your visa. That feeling. After, I won't talk about that. So after, it's like when I'm walking. That's the only thing I hear. Congratulations, I'll be approving your visa. Congratulations,
Yeah, I
I'll be
slept.
approving
You
your
slept and
visa.
fell, eh?
Yes, I was
You brought some of these glasses.
Yeah, he did that. Congratulations, I'll be approving. I was I don't know, but I was in a deja vu. Every time I'm thinking about it, congratulations, I'll be approving, and I will laugh. Then I'll say thank you God, and I will laugh. I don't know, the feeling is nice, and to family as well.
If you were bounced, like we say it, how would you have felt?
I would have felt really, really bad, like extremely bad, if I had been
So
bounced.
do you go around with your peers? Child, I've got a visa.
Oh no, we don't do that.
How many years visa do you have?
I think 4 years
4
each
years.
year. So we can extend it when we are there, especially when we are going to grad school.
Yeah.
We can extend it.
Yeah.
So to answer that question with family, it's true. Woman always saying it's true. Everything I ask my mom, she does it for me.
Before she wasn't doing it.
Oh no.
Reason being what?
She'll think twice. I don't know. She will do it. But she will think twice. She will be deliberating if she should do it or not. But as to now, maybe she knows that when my son goes, he will be bringing me money and
remitting
something.
her,
Of course. So she has that in mind. So everything I ask, she's very, very happy.
I'm
Very,
happy you
very
began by thanking God for the opportunity, and also thanking Zest Consult and thanking your patron George. What's the nickname again? Oshigo. George Estiale, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Please drop the microphone. Let it come to your mouth level for me. Let it come down. No, let it come. Yeah, there. Nice one. And how's the feeling like for these young ones whom you have helped, shaped, and impacted positively on? How's the feeling like for you as a patron?
One word for it. Excited.
You're excited.
Sure.
I like that word you use. And I'm going to ask a question. You have been with us since 2018. You have come close, yet far. And I mean that you have gotten to the finals twice. You have never won it. And you've been disappointed a couple of times. And I know it because we talk. There are occasions we talk. You've been very disappointed a couple of times.
Sure.
Would you say this has taken the pain, the disappointment, the hurt away?
It's difficult, but to some extent, yes. It
So
has.
you don't mind, you don't care anymore. I mean, you haven't won it before.
Well, not
You
that I
have groomed
don't
these
care.
young ones
Not
and-
that I don't care. Looking at the circumstances, especially 2021 circumstances, the pain is still there. But how should I do? I take consolation in some of these things.
So when they told you that, Charlie, they were going for the interview, were you praying for them? When they told you that, well, they've gotten their visas and that they'll be leaving Ghana to go study abroad, how's it feeling like for you? What was the first thing that popped on your mind?
As I said, so excited. I know them. I know what they can do. So I wasn't surprised when finally Godfred has been with me for about a month now. So I know what he was doing, and after he came back also. So I wasn't surprised. As I said, I know what they can do. They are smart guys.
Did you play a role in their decision to go read, either nursing or is it the
biomedical engineering?
Okay, yeah.
For that, no, yeah.
I see. And you heard them. They're trying to be honest, but again, being cautious and careful with their responses. Knowing them, do you think they'll come back home to help Mother Ghana?
That's a personal choice to do. And
as a patron, as a father figure in their lives, would you want them to come back home?
Sure.
Is it from your heart, or you're speaking? You're saying this because you're on radio?
Deeply from my heart. Yes. And I know I will be in touch with them, whether in Ghana or outside. I know that one is it.
Well, I'm hoping that the opportunities, several opportunities are there. I mean, in America, they tell you it's the land of opportunities. So they get there a year or two down the line. They can even bring you, a request so you can pay them a visit and all that. Will you grab it?
Let's see what happens.
Or maybe you are there, shall I check. This time around, they done even Momo, through Momo. Well, I know when you're alert, shall I see? Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of them, actually. There are a lot of them. And then you get some cling, Charlie.
So let's wait for them to go. That's most important. After that, we see the way forward.
But let's talk about Zest Consult.
Yeah.
I mean, for somebody who's listening to us right now, who might be listening to us for the very, very first time, doesn't know that there are several opportunities awaiting them when they come engage with you.
Yeah.
Do not know that they can come and, through your assistance and support, can get out there and go read programs or courses of their interest and all that. Tell us about Zest Consult.
Okay, so Zest Consult is an educational consultancy and also a travel consultancy. This year, we even introduced real estate, automobile, and IT solution service. But our focus has been on the educational consultancy. We have championed the training of IELTS, the tuition of it, and we later added on SAT and GRE. As a matter of fact, Zest Consult has trained over 5,000 individuals in the area of IELTS, majority being nurses, midwives, and medical doctors who are currently working in the UK, some in the US, some in Ireland, some in Australia. And then some students who are also studying PhD on fully funded scholarships in Australia, some studying masters, some have even completed now, who we sent to the United States to study for their master's degree on fully funded scholarships. There's we call that teaching assistantship, graduate teaching assistantship. So as a matter of fact, their scholarship was so, enticing and exciting to the point that they were giving what we call stipend every month. So they had everything paid for, and then they are giving stipend. The first bag, they were given a stipend of $1,500 every month. And one of them...
$1,500 every month?
Yeah, $1,500 every month.
Don't you have any program for journalists, broadcasters like for Leo Stanley? Don't you have any package for broadcasters? Leo Stanley?
I need that one.
No problem. We'll fish it out.
Okay.
So, and then the second batch, the PhD people that went to Australia, I think they're getting about $3,000 Australian stipend. So Zest Consult has been in the game for some time.
So, for example, somebody who's listening to us right now says, listen, I want to go study abroad.
Yeah.
What should the person be doing? The person says, I want to go study abroad and I want to do it on a scholarship, whether half scholarship, partial, or whichever way it is. How should the person begin? What should the person be doing?
So, when we say scholarships are not just given to everybody. Scholarships are mostly merit-based. It has to be based on some uniqueness, either academic ability or leadership, skills, or voluntary, activities that you have participated in. But majority of the scholarships are mostly academic, merit scholarships. And there are examinations mostly that you need to take to enhance your chances of securing a scholarship. And most of the scholarships are awarded by the United States, most of them. Although UK has scholarships, Canada, Australia, but none of these countries offer scholarships like the United States of America. And the examinations that help one to acquire a scholarship for the undergraduate level, we call it the SAT, and for postgraduate, we call it the GRE. Although these examinations originated from the United States, but the other countries are all using it. I have a colleague of mine who I studied at the master's level here at Kenya UST with. He got admission for PhD to a UK school, university, and after the interview, they gave him admission. He wanted a scholarship. They said that, okay, there is the Dean Scholarship he can get, but he needs to submit GRE.
Okay.
And that's a UK-based university. Australia, one client of mine going to Tasmania University was asked to submit GRE for the scholarship. So although GRE is originating from America, but Australia is, sometimes requiring GRE. So that is the reason this council decided that no, let us expand our tentacles beyond IELTS and look at SAT and GRE, because the IELTS, although is the currently dominating international examination, but it is too open. IELTS is for work opportunities as well as academic pursuit, but it does not really offer scholarship. It is mostly an admission requirement. So he said, but the greatest majority of people who are making great use of IELTS are the nurses. So a lot of people have been asking, what about us? Why is this consult only helping nurses because of IELTS? What about us? We said, okay. Now, what if we can help people write SAT, write GRE, and then travel to pursue education and then enhance their livelihood abroad? How great that would have been. So let's start it. So that now we cast a wide net. We don't limit our assistance to the nurses. And that is how come we began SAT. Initially, it was a bit challenging, but over time, we have been on track. And right now, as a matter of fact, we started some redesigning of our GRE class to run it in batches. And as I speak with you, we have about 70 people that we are training from this month of July till the end of September for the GRE exam. And we are anticipating that more than 50 of them, we are going to help process their applications for admission and scholarship acquisition for them to move to the United States next year for their master's and PhD.
And like you talk again about scholarships, I remember you mentioned that for people to be able to land scholarships, it depends on how good they perform.
Exactly, and that is where.
So that is where the key is.
The key is
how well you perform.
How well you
determine
perform.
whether you have the scholarship or not.
Exactly.
And again, how early you apply.
Exactly, and how early you apply.
You have the early and the late
Exactly.
applications.
Exactly, and the schools have different intakes. We have the major intakes. We have the minor intakes.
Would you say that for people to learn, an opportunity to study abroad, whether scholarship or just opportunity to study abroad, would you say that it lies more on the individual or more on Zest Consult?
All right, so I think both parties would have roles to play.
Which does it more?
More. It's difficult to tell. But I would say that it lies more on the individual, because an individual can do it without the assistance of Zest Consult, to be honest.
There are people who are prepared to leave Ghana.
Yeah.
And they're prepared to pay money to connection men.
Yeah.
So I've got some 15,000. If I give you 15,000 right now, can you help me get out of Ghana?
I cannot just help you because of the money. With the money, I need certain requirements. If you don't have them, there's no way I can.
So what are the requirements?
All right. So to study definitely is a continuation of academic work. So if you want to study for your undergraduate studies, definitely you should have been through high school. So we need your transcript, something to show that yes, you have some education at a high school level. We also need your WASI, the exam that your country recognizes. Without that, the SAT.
If I have the WASI, does how I fared in the WASI matter?
It depends. Now, you can substitute your WASI with your SAT. So if, for instance, maybe due to financial challenges that made you frustrated while at school and you could not do well, SAT is presenting you a second chance. So when you come in and then you say that, okay, let the past be in the past and let me now sit up and learn hard and well and let me take this SAT seriously, and you excel in SAT, these boys will tell you their YC was not even used in the application process.
So if you're a parent, you're a guardian, and you have
Exactly.
children who failed the YC exam, and you're like, they are useless right now, their lives will be hopeless, and
No.
no, don't give up.
There's hope.
yet. There's hope.
There is hope.
Contact Sheriff and Zest Consult. Let him run them through the programs, the IELTS and the SATs and all that. Let them pass. Their YC results when they're tuition, baby. And then let them go study abroad and
Yeah.
put some meaning and value
Exactly.
to their lives.
To their life.
For information, Zest Consult does not just help people to go study abroad. They are also into helping people buy cars.
Yeah.
If you want to rent an
Property,
apartment, they will help you. You want to set up a website, they will help you. Listen, get in touch with Zest Consult. They have the magic wand to do almost everything.
Yeah.
But coming back to you, Pedu and Kabiru, I'm told that you're giving back to Prempeh College, aren't you? You're giving back to Prempeh College. You're helping this year's debaters.
Yes.
What are you doing for them? Because today you have a contest
Yes,
against Kumasi Wesley girls.
Yes, please.
And it's about civil servants. I'm just paraphrasing, not quoting. Civil servants, the age of retirement should be pushed to 70 years. What are you doing with the debaters of this year?
We are not doing anything really with them. It's all about passing what we have to them. So the experience we had, we are just encouraging them. That's basically what we are.
I'm looking at the debaters of this year compared to yourselves. Are they better?
Compared to they are
two?
better than them.
You're better than them.
Yes, I am better.
Don't mind him, they are better than us.
They're better than you. Because if you're better than them, anything that is George, what's going on here? I can see you shake your head, George.
Oh, me, they are good. They are good. I mean,
George, what do you want to say?
Yeah, you see, they are different individuals. They come with certain qualities that maybe they don't have, and also they don't also match them. But it doesn't mean we are not doing well. We have a team this year that can win us the ultimate. They are smart guys. I believe in them. So let's see what happens. Yeah.
I like your dedication, your commitment to, shaping the minds of these young ones, for the debate. And you've been given, due to, not thumbs up, right? Did you see it? You saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. Mhm.
And one thing I've realized is that not just the debaters, but all the students that come to the auditorium anytime Prempeh College is having a debate, they hold you in high esteem.
Sure.
They hold you in high regard. And I'm sure it has to do with what you do for them. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to speak to some people that we'll get you to Dubai ourselves. I mean, if not through winning the love we'll get to Dubai to go relax, Kakra. We work so hard. Listeners, you can call us now on 0322083596. If it's about the contest that took place yesterday between Asanteman and Osechi that you want to talk about, feel free. But if you want to ask, Sheriff here, CEO of Zest Consult, a question about how you can also leave Ghana to go study abroad, feel free and give us a call now on 0322083596, 0322083597, or 0322083598. I mean, when you come in and say, who cares lost? Yes, we lost. It's part of life. So, no problem. You can call us now. But Zest Consult, leave us with telephone numbers so we can reach you. And
Okay, so Zest Consult can be reached on 0555 631 633. 0555 631 633. And the Vodafone is 050 909 2330. 050 909 2330. You can go to the website www.zestconsult.org. Facebook, Instagram is Zest Consult. Yeah.
Just find them, engage with them. You want to leave Ghana to go study abroad?
Yeah.
Well, they will help you. I mean, whether you want to do it on a scholarship or you want to go pay your own fees, whichever way it is, feel free. And all right, so I'm told that the lines are down. Lines down, but okay, so lines are down. That's the challenge we have. So let's go on to our WhatsApp console and then see what people are also saying there.
Good morning, Dave. There is Isaac. You see, yesterday I told you that we are going to chase an elephant. So these cockroaches on the way are the least we care about. And you see, when you and your headmaster were bragging, we were just watching you. And you see, here Leo told you that Kasayam Frama. And when we got to the state, they say, I'll grow the form. You saw what happened. 20 points. 20 points. You said KSTS didn't come to the party. Look at the gap we gave to KSTS and compared to yours. And when Mr. Michael Mensa was bragging, Mr. Michael Mensa was a former tutor of ASAS. And we decided to loan him to a case when they were searching for headmaster. Now we are going to recall Mr. Michael Mensa back to Asanteman at the mathematics department to continue his teaching at Asanteman.
You know what I'm going to do? I realized that in this debate, any school that I support loses. So now I'm supporting Asanteman. Going forward, I'm supporting Asanteman. Why? Let's take a listen to the other one, please.
Good morning, David. My question is, the organizers are busy securing packages for the children, scholarship, for them to continue and study abroad. David, is good. But question is, what are they doing for you, the teachers, to motivate you also to do more for these children? Or as the saying goes, that your reward is in heaven.
All right, so George, you can answer that question, can't you? Or you were not part of the benefit from Jackson?
I was.
So that's something you can answer that question for us.
Yeah, my brother, last year's contest, after the final, I think Jackson Educational Complex gave us the 4 semi-finalists a scholarship to study IT at their jail institute, the Yami. You were there for about 3 to 4 months. It was exciting. So I think.
And if we tell you how much that would have cost, each teacher, you would appreciate what it is that Jackson Education Complex did. And don't forget that the winning school also, when the students or the debaters were embarked on that trip to Dubai, the patron was with them as well. So teachers also get theirs. Maybe we can say we need to do much more for the teachers.
Sure.
We can do much more. Just say sure. All right, but George, today you have a contest. Kumasi Wesley Girls, huh?
Sure.
What are we to expect from?
It's a normal day. It's a normal contest. We have a target. The target is to get to the semi-final. Well, it's in twofold. You get to the semi-final and you retain your status as a seeded school. That's where you want to be. So it's like you are in the Premier League, and if you get relegated, it's not good. So we want to be in that consistency is going to be
and
there.
They have really been consistent.
Sure.
Huh?
Yeah.
So how confident are you in your debaters?
10 over 10.
You be in the auditorium today?
I have a paper, but I won't write it.
You write?
Why should I write this?
So you don't attend lectures anymore?
No, I mean I spent 50% of the semester in Accra. 50% at the. Well, I'll watch the contest instead. I mean.
So right away, you're at law school.
Friday, no child.
But you're not writing your exams.
I wrote yesterday. I didn't even know what I wrote to. But today.
Listen, anything you want to say to these guys?
I think I like the excitement on their faces, and I mean it goes on to show how important this competition is, and all the goodies that comes with it. So I'm just saying, when you go out there, make sure you make all of us proud, not just your parents, but everybody in this room. And I'm rooting for you guys, man.
Charlie, what's up for this year?
So this year, the contest on. So we would announce it. I think last year we announced it during the finals. So this year we announced it. We want to offer something, much better. Yeah.
Bigger, better than this one?
Yeah.
What's the
I believe in constant improvement. Yes, and I believe in growth. So I believe in the principle that yes, we should always do better than we did previously.
One more time, your telephone numbers, please.
Yes, the telephone number is 0555 631 633. Vodafone is 050-909-2330. But I think you asked a question. And
What do you mean that for the teachers?
no,
Which one?
yes, that is one, but the other one had to do with whether they will come back or not. So I would want to appeal to them to have it at the back of their mind that they have no other country than Ghana. Yeah. What Zest is doing is to offer them the opportunity to get an exposure, to have that intercourse with superior minds. You know, you as the greatest nation. So they're going to learn and be advanced.
Come and apply it
needs-
right back here.
Exactly.
I'm
So-
happy that they mentioned grace. And whilst you were speaking just now, they were also nodding.
Exactly.
You know, so it tells you that
Exactly.
they're
The
into
nurses, I constantly tell them that, hey, as you guys are traveling, you are now getting to learn more. So bring back that experience after some years.
Zest
and let's
Consult
build
never
Ghana.
fails. Trust me, Zest
Thank you.
Consult never fails. They never disappoint. And I've told you, listen, oh baby, show I see when what I say, Ghana I mass English science, manufacturing chain. Let's engage with Zest Consult. Let them go through the GRE, the IELTS, the SAT.
Exactly.
Let them pass. They'll get the opportunity to go study abroad. They can come back as
Exactly.
lawyers, as whatever.
Yeah.
Once they put their minds to it. So get in touch with Zest Consult.
Especially the unemployed graduates at home. The GRE is a wonderful, package for them. Yeah.
All right, so get in touch with Zest Consult. Now, there's going to be a conversation on the Super Morning Show that's coming up your way. You know, that's the Team Joy. They're inching closer to the Habitat Fair, and they're asking, when it comes to owning a house, is it about luxury, comfort, or affordability? The three things. Which one would you opt for? Is it luxury? Is it comfort? Or is it affordability? That conversation will be on the Super Morning Show in a bit. But for now, listen, CBG Business Plus account is available for you. Now, are you an SME business owner, school, hospital, church, club, or association? At CBG, we understand that every CD counts when you are working to grow your business. That is why we have designed this interest-bearing a business account that gives you true value for money. Now, CBG Business Plus account offers you attractive interest rate, access to checkbooks, USSD, banking, local and international cards. They also have alerts, internet banking, the CBG mobile app, CBG money voucher platform, and top-notch relationship management. Walk into any of our 114 branches nationwide to get your Business Plus account today. Now, for more information, contact CBG on 0302-216-000. Send them a mail to info@cbg.com.gh, website www.cbg.com.gh. Visit the website or visit their social media handles, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. So we can now cross over to Joy 99.7 for that conversation on the Habitat Fair. Home ownership, luxury, comfort, or affordability. Stay tuned.
For you, would love to know. Give us a call on 0302-216-541, 0302-216-541, and then 055-1111-997, 055-1111-997. Because as I've been sharing with you this morning, some 2 million Ghanaians living in rented properties, and what that means is that there are many of you who are thinking of actually owning homes. How do you go about it? And that's why we're having this conversation as part of our conversations towards the Ecobank Joy News Habitat Fair, and the first of the clinics taking place at the Achimota Mall from Friday the 7th to Sunday the 9th of July from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. But we have fantastic news for people who live and work at Oyarifa. Now, Ghana's largest privately owned bank, Fidelity Bank, is opening a brand new branch at Oyarifa. So now we are closer to you than ever. Visit our new branch today at the Owusu-Anksa Junction, Oyarifa, to enjoy a suite of top-notch banking services and experience superior customer service in a delightful and inviting environment. We look forward to serving you. Fidelity Bank, believe with us. So you can reach us this morning on 0302-216-541 or 055-1111-997. 0302-216-541 and then 055-1111-997. What's your preference when it comes to home ownership? Will you go for affordability, comfort, or luxury? But in case you're a homeowner, what did you choose? And how did you go about it? Did you choose affordability when you were settling for a home? Or you chose luxury? Or maybe you chose comfort? Or you're like those who say, well, a house is a house. It doesn't matter once it can actually give you a place to lay your head. Would love to hear from you. Give us a call now on 0302 216 541 or 055 1111997.
You say you wanna move in with me. Gotta follow the rules to get me. Gotta follow the rules to get me. You wanna visit my house. Say you wanna drop by. You wanna visit my house.
Right, so let's get into the conversation now here on the Super Morning Show. And let me start off with my guest who've joined us, then we get on to the phone line. So let me start off with you, Dorothy Efwakwashi Baby, and I get to Daniel Ohene. Dorothy, who is Executive Director of Elegant Homes and General Construction. So, look, about some 2 million of us, living in rented facilities. And for these 2 million persons who live in rented facilities, their dream is to own homes. But they may be torn between buying, building. But that would not be all. How about the kind of home? Would you go for one that is very comfortable, or one that is luxurious, or maybe like our people say, start small. Just get something that you put, you can actually sleep in, and you're saved the landlord working up to you every now and then and demanding rent from you. What do you do? At what stage do you choose affordability? At what stage do you choose comfort? And at what stage do you choose luxury? Dorothy.
Hello, good morning, listeners. Choosing a home depends on the individual and at what stage you are in your life. If you are in the early stages of your life and you are single, you are earning something which is quite substantial, and you are renting, and your landlady or landlord is always on your neck, then at that point in time, if what you are earning can just afford you one-bedroom house for you to move in and have your peace, then that will be the ideal thing to do. But then, as I said, there may be another stage in your life where one bedroom may not be enough, where what you are earning is so much that you want something more than the ordinary house. That is how come you start looking for homes that are more functional, very comfortable. You want a place that is spacious, filled with modern gadgets and so forth. So depending on what you want in life and at what stage you are in, you can decide on the type of house you want. If you want to build, you want to look at how to acquire the land. Are you going to put up that building yourself, or are you going to acquire the services of a proper contractor to build for you? Where do you want to build a home? What type of area are you looking at? What type of infrastructure are you looking at? So deciding to build means that you have to factor in all this. Alternatively, you can also decide to buy. You can still get affordability, you can still get comfort, you can still get luxury by buying. And with what I do, or what we do at Elegant Homes, we build and sell houses. And aside the models that we give, we also give clients the option to come in with their own design, or for us to design something specific for them. And you meet people who want something different, something very luxurious, something very comfortable, because at the stage in their life that they want those properties, they can afford. So I would say that you can decide to build a luxurious house yourself. You can decide to buy. If you want to buy, you will get exactly what you want. All depends on what you have in the pocket. The purchasing power actually determines what you want, where you want to live, what type of house you are looking for, whether one bedroom, a basic house, or even a two-story, or all the comforts. It's about money.
Great. All the comfort, it's about money. We're going to get into the money conversation shortly, because Dorothy making the point starts off with, it depends on where you are in life and if you can afford. Why don't you start with a single room, and it gets to that point where you're probably thinking, let me get a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and even get a bit of space. But Daniel, look, the point is, Dorothy eventually comes to the land conversation briefly, but that's the major problem.
Yeah.
Even before you start thinking about where to build and how to build, you're looking at land, which today is not cheap, very expensive. So how do you even think about affordability, comfort, and luxury when you don't have land? Daniel.
You see, let me also thank your listeners and straight up go to some statistics that we have. Ministry of Works and Housing, I think I heard the Honorable Minister, sometime last year mentioned that there are about 30%, the housing industry or economy, is made up of about 30% of those in rental apartments. I mean, which I'm sure is what you're talking about 2 million thereabouts.
Yeah.
Yes. And, the Ghana Statistical Service, according to the Ghana Earnings 2022, also have made us know that you have over 80% Ghanaians that earn below 3,000 Ghana cedis. So you're going to have a lot of people anyway living in rented houses or apartments for a long time to come. In fact, it's sad to say that a lot of people may want to be there. But for the middle class and for the upper middle class, or you are just about to start life, Dorothy mentions if you are at the starting stage of your life, I don't know where you want to start or when you want to start your life, but
when do you advise they start? Yes, I mean, you see, because if we say, I don't know, but sometimes people actually wait. And when they hear these stories, then they make decisions. I mean, so when should they start? I mean, you help people build, you sell land, you have, designs that they could choose from. And you've seen a lot of people coming to your facility, you've engaged with a lot of people. There are things they tell you. And some of the advice that you give them, we want to tap into it free of charge today.
Right. Okay, so which is where I was coming to, because we have, for instance, students, contributing, their, little by little, making little by little contributions. Because to start with, I would go for affordability, because you see, the general earnings of Ghanaians are low. So you would want to cut your coat according to your cloth. So if you do not earn beyond a certain threshold for you to be able to go for mortgages, even now it's become very difficult. Go with land. And in getting the land, get the land at the location where you can have facilities. Talking about access to roads, water, electricity, etc. Get yourself planned areas. These days we buy lands, at areas where sometimes you don't know, but before you finish building, the whole area is blighted and you want to move out. So you would want to invest in a property. First of all, I would advise you go for land if you cannot afford the house, because the house is expensive. And I think that the house itself is out of the reach of most Ghanaians now. So look out for areas areas that are planned, and then get yourself started in your own small way.
Let me get to areas that are planned and starting in your own small way. And then we'll get to what constitutes affordability for you, because that's a very important conversation too, while we're talking about all of these. But the other point is, today, which areas can you get and which areas can you afford? A lot of our workplaces are around what have become known as Accra.
Central District.
Central Business District. And you look at the Kokomlimles and other areas, region, all of that. But majority of people live far away. And they get stuck in traffic coming to work and going home. So the question also is, where do you get your land? Should your work influence where you get your land? Should the fact that you have a vehicle or you have a modern station readily available that you could just get into a vehicle be some of the factors that should influence where you get your land?
That's very important. For where you work would go a long way to influence your choice, the choice of a location where you would want to get the land. But let me say that that's almost not very possible now, because most people work in the city center. We know that shops and malls are getting closer to communities now. In fact, that's why you see when you go to the CBD or Central Business District, you see a lot of the shops and a lot of the areas empty, because shops are getting closer to communities. So if you want to get a land, get the land where you believe, you can get yourself access a school, because if you have kids, you don't want to carry them all the way from, say, Amra here to Accra city center. If you live, say, we know people live in Latte, Ekropong, even Koforidua are coming to work in Accra.
Yeah.
You see, so if you would want new areas that are being planned, well, I can talk very boldly about the New Accra City, where we're developing the city's extension, the rent to own, thing that we've been talking about. Very huge. You can have access to schools, you can have access to hospital, you can have malls, shops, etc. There are banks that can move in there. If it is possible for your company to move office closer to where you live and you can negotiate to get closer, then you can do so.
So look at me.
Right.
My company is here.
Right.
They won't move.
Right.
The studio is here. The studio is here. So in that case, where do you get the land?
I see, nowhere in Accra is now. I think that we should understand that nowhere in Ghana or nowhere in Accra is too far. Because what you think is far today, tomorrow, by the time the road is fixed, or by the time the government or your city authority decide to fix road or put in some facilities, you are good to go. What creates what we think, or the notion of, quote unquote, far